Hello guys, welcome to Viva Barca, welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, and welcome to the home of every Barcelona lover. In this episode, we are going to be discussing the very latest transfer news and rumors for FC Barcelona, starting with Jose Gaya, the Valencia left back and captain, which we have been linked with him, for the past couple of weeks or so. Recent reports have just emerged suggesting that Barcelona are about to hold a meeting with Valencia to discuss about a potential transfer for him. Of course, we know Jose Gaya is a very good player and still 26-year-old, and when we were talking about Jordi Alba, getting of age and need a replacement soon as possible, Jose Gaya is that perfect replacement. We all want him, and of course we hope that talks between Valencia and Barcelona go well as planned as per report. So we'll be discussing much more on that as we move ahead. Then secondly, we will be discussing on the future of our second choice goalkeeper Neto, as it has been reported that Everton have just shown interest in him. Of course, we all know Neto at times have been showing his frustrations for the lack of minutes since making the switch from Valencia to Barcelona. And it is obvious that he would cherish such a move if it materializes, given the fact that he has always wanted to be the top goalkeeper and he's always want the minutes to be on the pitch. So we'll be discussing much more on that as we move ahead. Then also, we will be discussing about Ronald Araujo, who just sent a message to Garcia Pimienta, the former Barca B coach who was just, sacked yesterday by Laporta. And what did Ronald Araujo wrote in that message? We'll be discussing on that as we progress, so stay tuned. Then finally, we'll be discussing about this Barca B sensation by name De La Fuente. Of course, we are all familiar with him. He played in the preseason last summer and he's a very good player. It has just been reported that offers have been made for him, from big clubs around Europe. And Barcelona have decided that they will loan him out, next season instead of keeping him still in the Barca B. So we'll be discussing much more on that as well. So guys, as we get right into those interesting stories, please do well to click on that subscribe button below if you are a Barcelona supporter, and also ensure you watch this video right up to the very end to get all the details of these stories you don't want to miss. While the La Liga transfer window is yet to be opened, Barcelona seem to be pressing ahead aggressively with their transfer activity this summer. The Catalans have already secured as many as 3 players in the past couple of weeks and are now making a play for a 4th signing. Indeed, according to multiple reports, Barcelona have requested a meeting with fellow La Liga outfit Valencia in order to explore the possibility of signing their captain Jose Gaya this summer. Gaya came through the youth ranks at Valencia and has been a permanent fixture in the lineup for Los Che ever since Jordi Alba made the switch to Barcelona. A veteran of over 250 appearances for the club, the 26-year-old was awarded the captain's armband for the last season. However, Gaya's time at Mestalla could be fast drawing to a close. The Spanish international has been heavily linked with a move to Barcelona for some time now, and it is not hard to see why. The Catalans have had Alba, marauding up and down the left flank for close to a decade now, but he turned 32 this year and is at a juncture where he needs to be slowly phased out of the starting 11. Junior Firpo arrived as a backup for Alba 2 years ago, but has endured a torrid spell at the Camp Nou and is expected to be on his way out before the next season kicks off. So it becomes imperative for Barcelona to procure a new left back this summer. Thus, a move for Gaya is said to be in the works, as he has, he has the requisite experience and pedigree to become the club's leading left back immediately and in the long run as well. To that end, Barcelona have requested a meeting with Valencia, although they will have to face competition from Atletico Madrid, who are also targeting Gaya. Los Che are demanding a transfer fee for around 40 million euros for the Spanish international, report says. So it will be interesting to see whether Joan Laporta and co are willing to meet that valuation. On to the next story. As Barcelona prepare for a summer of restructure at the club, one of the players that is facing an uncertain future is goalkeeper Neto. The Brazilian shortstopper arrived at Camp Nou in the summer of 2019 from fellow La Liga club Valencia in a deal that saw Jasper Cillessen make the switch to Mestalla. However, Neto, in his 2 years with the Blaugrana, has had to play second fiddle to Marc-Andre ter Stegen, who is the undisputed starter in goal. As a result, Neto to date has managed just 17 appearances for Barcelona, in which he has kept 7 clean sheets. The 31-year-old did get an extended run in the side, in the early stages of the 2020-21 season when ter Stegen was recovering from a knee injury, but hasn't got a look in since. Given the situation, Neto made a push to leave Barcelona during the January transfer window, but the move did not come on fruition. However, with the summer transfer window almost upon us, the Brazilian could once again, angle for an exit should an interesting offer present itself. And as per report from Mundo Deportivo, Premier League outfit Everton could be prepared to offer Neto a way out from Camp Nou this summer. The Toffees have expressed an interest in signing the one-time cap Brazilian international, who still has 2 years left on his contract with Barca. The Catalans are said to be open to keeping Neto at the club as a backup for Ter Stegen, but in case the goalkeeper himself pushes for an exit, the club hopes to recoup as much as possible from a sale. Should he end up leaving, Barcelona will push academy products Inaki Pena or, Arno Tenas into the second choice goalkeeper role, while a return for former custodian Jody Masip is also being considered by the club. Now, moving on to the third story of this episode, Barcelona defender Ronald Araujo sent a message to Garcia Pimienta after the club announced on Friday the B team coach had his contract at the club terminated. Araujo worked under Garcia Pimienta after first arriving at the club from Boston River in 2018 and has thanked the coach for helping him develop at the Camp Nou. Here's what the Barcelona defender wrote on Instagram. "Thank you for everything, mister. It was not easy to get to such a big club with a very unique philosophy. That is why I want to highlight the great work and everything I learned from you and your staff. I wish you the best in what is to come. Hugs and thank you very much." So guys, it is a very kind gesture from Araujo, who is currently with the Uruguay squad preparing for the Copa America. So there's still no word from Barcelona on who will lead Barca B next season, although there have been reports of, Sergi Bourgeois could take over. On to the final story of this episode, Barcelona have themselves the pick of all but one of Europe's top 5 leagues as they have decided to loan out the highly rated Konrad De la Fuente next season. According to Spanish publication Marca, Barcelona have communicated, to De La Fuente that a loan exit is necessary for the 2021-22 campaign as the 19-year-old is ready to step up from the B team but is not at the stage of his development where you receive regular minutes in the first team. Marca report that both parties began to discuss the situation after the end of the season, with a decision made in the last day as the Blaugrana have made it clear that Konrad's time with the B team is over. It's added that England, Germany, France or staying in Spain are the top destinations for the 19-year-old. A switch to Italy is not possible due to the Haitian American Spaniard's passport. De La Fuente debuted for Barcelona B in December 2018 and has impressed as he's become a key part of the team over the last 2 seasons, scoring 9 goals and assisting 5 in 29 appearances. De La Fuente has featured for the first team in 3 brief outings that came across the Champions League and the Copa del Rey from Ronald Koeman's side last season. The 5 feet 9 inches tall player is certainly gifted, as seen in the moments like this summer and mesmerizing run for the club's second team. De La Fuente now seems ready to kick on and start out his professional career. De La Fuente is contracted into 2022 in a deal that includes the option of a further 2 years. So Barcelona are very safe, with a man who's already been capped for the USA senior team. So the winger, who has seen his play almost equally split on the right or left side this season, is reportedly lucky enough to have several teams to choose from as he looks to find the best fit for regular football. So guys, with that we come to an end of this interesting episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope you did enjoy the video. If you haven't clicked on that subscribe button below, please endeavor to do so to always stay up to date with everything Barca here on Viva Barca. Until next time, Visca el Barca.